Hello and welcome once again as we wet our fingers and turn the pages of the Smith & Sketchbook. Now, we've gathered together a few of our favourite gems.
Yes, and made a rather lovely brooch.
Tonight, we have a satirical meditation on the futility of continued existence, 3 introspective quiddities and 2 short commentaries on the nature of the state infrastructure.
But first, some toilet jokes.
Is that you? Yeah. Have you got the stuff, man?
Yeah, I've got the stuff. You got the money?
Christ, come on, I need it.
Come on, money.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, I'm desperate now. Please, I want it now. I've got to have it.
Crapped on any good food lately?
But he drinks Carling Black Label.
I hear the oldest one's gone into Oxford. Yes. On a scholarship, on a pork chop.
One step ahead, sir. Is this your car?
I'm sorry to have to tell you, your son's underpants are the filthiest I've seen all this week.
Excuse me, sir.
Congratulations, sir. You are our 1 millionth shoplifter.
Right, Mr. Watson, let's try the 3.10.
Lucky ever, sweetheart.
We made 10 series of Smith & Jones, ladies and gentlemen. First of them back in what seems a lifetime ago, doesn't it? 1911, I believe it was. So we've got a lot to choose from. But what's been absolutely great, really honestly, is since we hung up the old sketchbooks, is there have been thousands of phone calls to the BBC asking for us to be brought back.
You're not still making them, though, are you?
Well, they sent a bloke round.
Oh, OK. We'll get on. Let's get on with the show.
Well, it worked anyway, didn't it?
It did, yeah, no, fine. Yeah.
Caesar, oh great Caesar! I have run full 50 miles across the baking plain, thorough the tempest's raging blast, over the hillside's humpy back, to bring you news! Great Caesar from Scipio, your general in the east! News! Great Caesar, news!
Just stick it on the table, will you?
So Magnus.
You're not going to read it, then? No, I'm a little busy at the moment. Yes.
And the little one said, I'm not.
Just bung it down and piss off, OK?
Oh, great and mighty captain of our nation's bark, my message is from Tartarsfield. I bring you news of young Augustus and battles foul and dire.
Speak, I long to hear.
Now, hold on, just a minute, hold on. What do you mean, speak, I long to hear? What do you mean? What do you mean? Heaven's sake, he's only come from round the corner, he's only got a sweat up at all. Here, gentle tyrant, is the news you seek. Oh, this is not fair! It's not fair!
Whoa! Whoa!
liege, the day is done, the game is lost, our armies all are fallen down.
Cursed be this news, and double cursed the wretch who brings it into the bosom of my camp! What? Now, what was it you wanted?
Me? Oh, nothing. No,
There was something for me, wasn't there?
No, I just popped in to clean the swords. Anybody want any swords cleaned? Yours a little bit bloody there. Can I just...
No, you had a message for me, I think. Perhaps I better look at it.
Yes, the message. Yes, I did have a message, yes. I think I must have left it on the other side of the varsity plain.
Isn't that it there?
Yes, I think it is, yes. I'm glad you came.
I'm not, I've only got one line.
Oh, shut up. Oh, joy! Oh, rapture!
Thank God.
My manly chest and heart can scarce contain the joy this message brings.
It's good news, then.
Aye, my brave legionnaire.
Phew.
But Rome must never know. For that sketch, ladies and gentlemen, we were joined by the great Chris Langley.
Yeah, there he is, Chris. He was in Smith & Jones a lot in the 90s, and it's now in the thick of it.
You, in a way, you kind of replaced Chris, didn't you, in Not the 9 O'Clock News?
Well, people say, you know, I mean, it depends on which way you look at it. I mean, I think Chris left, you know, and I, you know, I was playing waiters and milkmen and things like that in the first series, and I was promoted.
No, what, to playing traffic wardens and policemen, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. But Chris never mentioned him, you know, because he's a great
He is a
bloke.
great bloke. He's a great bloke.
He never minded about me replacing him.
He's a great bloke. He's a brilliant actor, too.
Well, he is
an
a
absolutely superb actor. He's
yes.
absolutely natural.
Right.
You know, very, 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 very funny man.
Yes, indeed, yes.
I used to get on with him so well,
I'm sure you did, yes.
During that first series of Not the 9 O'Clock News.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
we
you?
were kind of
Yeah.
like, we were great mates, you
Right,
know.
yeah,
We were sort of
yeah.
something of a team.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
You know, they should never have let him
No,
go.
I'm sure they shouldn't have let
never
him go, but as it were, they did. They did let him go, you know, and it's water under the bridge now, and Chris has gone on to huge success. You know, did you see him play George Orwell when he did that? It was terrific, fantastic. Yes, hugely
Really?
acclaimed. And a very big hit with people like us.
Did he?
Yes, huge. And he's honestly sort of absolutely mega with this new satirical hit series.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, f him then.
I'm in a terrible mess, mate. I'm in a terrible state. I'm in this cycle of debt. You know, I'm desperate. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, I just don't know what to do. You know.
Have you, have you thought about killing yourself?
317, flight level 250.
Captain Jackson.
227. Sorry, yes?
Passengers say you can have a look at the rest of the plane now.
Hello there, come on in. Don't be shy.
Wow. This is fantastic. I'm looking at you, mate.
Yeah, I think you are, yeah. I think so, yeah.
Who's your best friend in the world?
My dog. I think probably.
Look, I just need something to tide me over. See, until next payday.
Yeah, but you haven't got a job, have you?
Your next payday. Oh,
Yeah.
blimey, mate. I'll tell you. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
They have told me.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
They have told me that if I don't come up with 4 big ones by Thursday, they're going to break my legs, going to crush my fingers, and they're going to cut my ears off.
Who is this? Who's told you that?
The bank manager, Mr. Peabody.
Oh, he's terrible. Of course, the thing is now, you know, I'm in terrible trouble with debt.
Oh, no. No, so the boot's on the other foot, then?
Yeah, I saw that advert on Trisha.
Yeah.
That's when it all began. This bloke off the cricket, right? He said the loan was only a phone call away.
Well, that was your first mistake, you see, because your phone had been cut off, hadn't it?
Yeah, I had to borrow money to make the phone call.
So how does it work, then?
Well, it's clever stuff. Very clever. What they said is they'd take all my small debts and then they would consolidate them into one huge, unmanageable debt. And then the interest rate sort of took off, you know, I couldn't keep up.
Oh, my God. So what does it stand at now, then?
Well, it was 8,000 and now it's gone up to 172 million.
Well, you'll have to cut back on the cigarettes.
Oh, well, I blame myself, yeah.
Well, you should blame yourself. You should never, ever, ever have bought that hydroelectric dam.
I know, but it was a mistake. It was. But, you know, we're in the court now.
How are you?
Yeah. And the judge said it should never have been given to someone so obviously mentally incapable, with an IQ of under 10.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
And did he throw out the case?
I don't know, I couldn't understand a word that was going on.
It's your turn.
What?
I said it's your turn.
It's your turn.
It was my turn last night.
No, it was the night before. It's your turn, you go.
When we get tomorrow night, it's your turn.
That last sketch there was written way back in the days when the X Factor was just an ingredient in washing powder.
But in those long ago days, of course, everybody sat at home watching, very few of us working in television. Nowadays, by contrast, it seems that a very few people sit at home watching everybody else working in television.
Yes, don't put your daughter on a media studies course, Mrs. Worthington. I don't have good luck to them, to be honest. I suppose that they're attracted by some idea of the glamour. Yeah, I know the glamour, yeah.
This next sketch is based on reality. We used to go filming for 2 weeks and stay in hotels not unlike this one.
Is this your first time at a Heritage Moat Crest Ostler Travel Lodge?
Well, as far as I know, yes.
This is the Palm Air Suite.
There we go. There you got your main light switch there. Your bed, king size. But you've got your ensuite bathroom. You got your all the usuals, you know, your toilet, your wash basin, and bath. It's down the corridor.
Oh, right.
The usual rubber mat with suckers. Someone's folded the end of your toilet roll into a little V. And your bedside lamp. Switches behind you on the wall there. Minus 20 degrees atmosphere. Rising to 110 at 4 in the morning. Drunken crowd of quick fit sales executives just back from Ricketts nightclub. Tea and coffee. Biscuits, fruitcake, bowl of fresh fruit, half a bottle of wine. Don't know what that's doing there. I'll get it out of your way, all right? What time would you like to be woken up by the fire alarm going off?
What, 3 o'clock?
Oh, the usual then. Right. Well, I'll leave you in peace then.
Beg your pardon?
I said I'll leave you in peace then.
All right, yes, thank you.
Right, yeah, just give me 20 minutes to get back to the desk, you know, before you call me to tell me the telly's not working.
Righto.
I'll be back in a couple of hours to tell you it's unfixable, all right?
I see, fine.
Would you like a paper in the morning?
Oh, yes, thank you.
There's a newsagent's on the other side of the motorway, if any. You couldn't get me a Daily Mirror while you're down there, could you?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's one more thing I almost forgot. There's your key.
Lovely.
We're going to watch some more head-to-heads now. Now, I think what made these work, honestly, was the fact that it was a real opportunity for two men alone, you know, just the two of them, talking about their foibles. It had a sort of an emotional honesty. The barriers were down. You know what I mean? And I think by the end of the series, this meant that there was no subject the two of them couldn't broach.
So they talked about nothing but sex?
Exactly.
How's the old sex life?
The old sex life?
I mean,
It's all right, isn't it?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
is it active, you know? Is it?
Well, it's normal, isn't it? I should think, probably. It's about, 4 or 5 times a year, I should think.
What, every year?
Yeah.
What about the last 2 years when you haven't been talking?
Well, we've never talked about it. We're not perverts, you know.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, obviously I'm not talking about, the foreplay, for the foreplay.
No, we haven't had that. There's just the two of us.
I'm talking about the little endearments, the little cuddling and the canoodling and all that, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't bother with all that malarkey. Unless she wakes up.
You live locally?
Yeah, just round the corner.
If I give you 50 quid, will you take me there, then?
I have to inform you, sir, that I'm a police officer.
Oh. Well, will that be extra?
Colour, warmth, and soft tones with just a hint of summer magic. Dulux paint. So easy to use.
That was a little selection of quickies there. They're so cool because they were short, you know, and they gave pleasure, and they happened in back streets with our trousers around our ankles.
I'll say good night, Gordon. Sleep well.
Good night, Mrs. Richards.
Good night, Gordon. Say good night, Shirley. Good night, Gordon.
Good night, Shirley. Good night, Gordon. Good night, Mr. Richards.
Come along, Shirley. Good night, Gordon.
Good night, Mrs. Richards.
Sleep well.
Night-night, Gordon.
Night, Katie.
Good night, Gordon. Oh, you know where the toilet is?
Thank you, Mrs. Richards. Good night.
Good night, Gordon.
Good night, Sir and Mrs. Richards. Gordon. Mr. Richards, you're not going to believe this, but I was looking for the lavatory. And I heard a burglar in Shirley's room, so I came in and Shirley was absolutely terrified.
Have you been having sexual intercourse with my daughter?
Yes?
Congratulations! We thought you'd never get round to it.
I'll do it again in a minute. Hey.
What's wrong, Gordon?
Don't you fancy Shirley all of a sudden? Ooh.
Careful, Ron, you'd blow. You're messing the sheep.
Please don't tell my parents, will you?
You can tell him yourself. Hey!
Give me a smile.
Now, look, a toast. Gordon and Shirley. Bottoms up.
I almost forgot.
Yep. Come on, you two up. Yeah.
Dad, stop it! Surely we've got guests.
That's right, people have gone to a lot of trouble to get here today. Come on.
But there we are, I've forgotten about that completely. There we are, look at that, the lovely Jane Horrocks.
Jane Horrocks, yeah.
And they're appearing in a Smith & Jones sketch.
Absolutely.
On a Smith & Jones set. In a Smith & Jones bed with, who's that git?
Andy Taylor, I think.
Yeah,
Andy
what's
Taylor.
he's the one in bed with Jane Horrocks. Well, I never understand, Mel. We do this show, and mysteriously, he's, we're cast as the middle-aged dads.
I know, it's bizarre.
And he
isn't it?
gets to go to bed with Jane Horrocks.
Yeah, I know. If anybody's going to lie in a bed with a glass of champagne, it's going to be one of us, isn't it?
I should think so. These days, anyway, certainly.
This is Vice President in charge of Usherette Torch Battery Procurement. Mr. Pearl.
Mr. Pearl, yes.
And Mr. Dean.
Mr. Dean, I suppose that's...
So Mr. Alec Harkett, the cinema manager.
Very well done, quite a job manager.
This is head of marketing, Northwest Scandinavia.
Northwest Scandinavia, yes.
This is the controller of popcorn.
Popcorn, yes, I didn't grow it myself.
This is the Vice President in charge of Usherette Torch Battery Procurement.
Quite a job there, I should think.
Mr.
Pearl, yes.
This is Mr. Dean.
Mr. Dean, yes. Is that marvellous?
This is Mr. Alec Harkett, the cinema manager.
Ah, yes, the cinema manager.
This is
yes,
the head of marketing, Northwest Europe.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have something rather serious.
Controller of popcorn, Northwest Division.
Yes.
Huge artificial inflatable banana.
Ah, yes, I remember. Yes, very good. Yes, indeed.
This is an angle poise lamp.
I did enjoy that. Very, very funny bit. The scene you were in with the desk. Yes. Remember the old corner shop on the car?
Oh, well, Mrs. Wilberforce used to run it.
Wilberforce,
Oh, dear. She was a funny woman.
Was she funny, eh?
Oh, dear. If I used to go in on my own, I was terrified, you know?
Yeah, cool,
Absolutely
blimey,
terrified.
yeah.
Do you remember she had that big mole on her chin? Right?
Yeah.
Great big tufts of hair coming out
That's
of it.
right, yeah. She had the old hair up in her hair there, didn't it?
She used to wear those horrible big dresses with, floral pattern dresses.
right,
You know,
yeah.
when she was reaching up for the old blackjacks and the toffee nobbies, you got this great eyeful of beige Airtex and surgical support stockings.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity to her, you know.
In the end, you know. How many women did you actually,
How many women have I what?
well, you know, You can tell me. How many women have you actually? Yeah.
You want to know how many women I've pleasured, don't you?
No, I wanted to know how many you slept with. I shouldn't imagine pleasure was involved.
Well, let me tell you something. A gentleman never tells. One of the golden rules of life, my son. All I'll say is that it's been a long and pleasurable wander amongst the beautiful flower beds in many a secret garden.
So how many was it?
3.
3? That's
3. That's including the wife. My God, she is on my case at the moment. She's cutting up well rough, yeah.
Dear.
She's only trying to get this CSA on me.
Really? What is that, CSA Miami or CSA New York?
Not CSI, no, CSA.
Oh, CSI?
Yes,
A.
A.
Right, yeah.
That's right, CSA.
Yeah.
The Child Assistance Association.
Right, yeah. And who are they then?
Well, they're bastards, basically, is what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. They think, just because I've got kids, right,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they think I should somehow be responsible for, you know, for what they cost the missus. I mean, I don't know, I mean, how am I supposed to do that?
I suppose you could get a job, couldn't
you?
You
mad? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's been marvellous, hasn't it? It's really been quite a tonic.
It has. Yeah. And we'll be back with more highlights from our self-endowed pension scheme next week. Good night.
At the same time next week.
Bloody boring, isn't it?